Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Here we are again. We're going to be doing the third prompt for December 4th today for Dephemerember. So our prompt list is here. You can check that out by heading on over to Louisa Hensel and 49 Dragonflies if you're interested in participating or seeing what else is going on. So I'm just going to get to it. I've prepped a bunch of stuff so that hopefully this is going to be kind of streamlined a little because I had a crazy idea. So it's a little bit more involved than just, hey, I'm going to make a quick thing, because it never is. So it is Apothecary label and Quirky dog or cat. So I'm doing an interesting spin on that. We will get to that in a little bit. But first, here is our journal. And I already picked out the page that I'm going to use. And I actually decided to rearrange a couple pages because of what I wanted to use for this. So I wanted two pages that were very close to the same. So I've already covered this. It was this plain board. So I've covered this. I'll explain what this image is in a minute here. So here's our pages. So we're going to set this off to the side for now. Because this is also a little bit of a throwback to one of the prompts from last year, which was magical creature. I don't remember what the other part of it was. It was magical creature and something. So here is what these two are going to be. And this is the other half of this page. So this image here is a printable. It was a free printable from last year's Dephemerember, and I wanted to reuse it because I'm kind of doing a little bit of a magical creature kind of thing again. So in my book last year, I did a rabbit that turns into basically a fairy rabbit and gets wings and stuff. So I revamped this image, but you can find this image on Louisa Hensel's page. So here's what it looks like as a full sheet. So this is our little shop store. Well, not shop. It's kind of like the house of somebody that's doing some dabbling in some silliness and doing some spell casting. So this is one side. I already covered it, glued it on. This is going to go on this side. There's going to be kind of like a reveal, and I'm going to do some stuff to this page to kind of go along with it. So we will come back to that. And on this side, we are going to need some bottles because we have apothecary labels is one of the things that we need to do. So we're going to have some little bottles, and I stamped these images onto just some cardstock. So we stamped those. These are the stamp set. This is the stamp set that I used. It doesn't stay on its plastic very well anymore. I need to find a better way to store it. But they're just these really cool, I think they're perfume bottles, and then they come with all these little things. I've had this for a long time. I couldn't tell you what it is particularly. They're pretty fun. So I'm going to get that out of the way because I'm done with that. And we are just moving on. I'm thinking that I'm going to do a clear pocket here, and then these can all tuck in. I think that's what I'm going to do. I might just make a very shallow pocket on the bottom for them to tuck in, and then these would technically be like little journaling cards. So this is done, and now we need to add that pocket. And so I had two different thoughts, and I might take this and cut part of the floor kind of a thing, like cut here to make the pocket. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So let's go. I printed these on a heavy watercolor paper, if you're wondering what this paper is. So I think I'm going to kind of go like this. I don't know how far I want to go over because I'm not sure let's just kind of follow the floor along here, just in case we want to add something onto the other side. And then I think I'm going to scoop up and get this mushroom, just in case. Okay, so that is printed there. And actually, I don't think this image is identical. Is it? Maybe. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. So that is going to fit right on there. I think that'll work really well for the pocket for these little bottles to tuck in here. Yes. Okay, let's just go ahead and get this on here and get it done. So then we'll just keep on keeping on. I'm trying to make sure I'm not going too long in these videos. That's why I prepped a bunch of stuff ahead of time, so I could kind of do like mostly like construction and just do a little bit of explaining as to what's happening and some of my thought process. And this turned into way more of an involved process than I was planning on, because I was struggling a bit as to what I wanted to do on this page, because I was like, oh, quirky cat or dog, I'm not sure. I wasn't feeling it. I feel like I need to be very careful on how I cut this so it is not too short. But I think this shallow little pocket will work just fine for this. So I'm just flipping it over. Okay. Should be all right. Set that off to the side. We might need that. Now I'm going to ink the edge of this to give it a little bit of a variation, just with a little bit of brown. I don't like the cut line on paper, so when I do it that way, so I'm just kind of just hitting the edge to cover up that white. And these I just printed off from my computer from the free printable that I had downloaded from Louisa's page from Dephemerember last year. So, all right, so that is it for that. And I'm gonna get this on here right away. So I need to get a good pin for this, my glue, because the pin I thought I had in here, it's rusting. I also have more glue ordered because I'm running low. That is a lot of glue, my goodness. Okay. No wiggles. So that part is done and it can dry now while we work on our little potion bottles, apothecary bottles. Okay, so that I'm gonna set off to the side. Let's set you over here. Now let's get these guys rocking and rolling. So I want to emboss these, and what I'm probably going to do is start doing it, and then I will fast forward through that process. And I need something to work on. So I'm going to be using, I want them to each be a little bit different, and then I have labels that are going to go on the front of the bottles. I think. I don't know for sure. I'm still in process and deciding. So I have these really cool, these are by Tim Holtz, these distress glazes. They're embossing glaze. And this is cracked pistachio. I also have speckled egg and broken china. And then I might do a clear one as well. So let's put this cover back on here for now. I don't know how they're going to show up. I haven't used these, so I don't know how like opaque they are or if they're more translucent. So we're going to find out. We find an out. So let's just start. Which one do we want to be green? Let's do, I think this one in green. So we're going to do this one. So this is going to be a little bit kind of a colorful page, but not like super. And this is just an emboss it pen. Oh, I don't want to write on that surface. Okay, so I'm gonna do, let's see. And I had stamped these with a permanent ink, a stays on, I think it is. Archival. It's an archival ink. Maybe I will do some accents of a different color on here too. If I was thinking, I would have stamped these with my embosser, the actual embossing ink pad, but I did not. And I'm gonna make this kind of cheat in a little bit. So I know I have a label, but I don't know how big the label's gonna be. We can always come back in, I guess, too. So let's just start with that. I don't know where all I went. And I didn't want to do it on that paper, but here we are. Okay, so that, whoa. That looks pretty good, actually. Go back in there. I meant to write on it on here, take it off, put the powder on here, but that is not what I did. Now move that out of the way, grab a tweezers just in case, and I have my embossing here. Okay, that's looking pretty cool actually. So I think I am gonna do the whole bottle now that I know what that looks like. So if that's cool, then let's do this here. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is I will do the rest of the bottles and then I will come back. I will show you that part of the process. If you guys actually want to see start to finish, let me know. Leave a comment. Otherwise, I'm going to stop and come back with some bottles that have been embossed so you can see what I'm doing and go from there. And so I'll be back and it'll be like magic. Okay, so our bottles are done. So here they are. So I just used my different embossing and then I came in with a black embossing pen and then did clear enamel to just have some highlights so they weren't all one note. And then this guy, I did a little bit different because I didn't have this gray or brownie gray kind of taupe, I guess, khaki. it was a cement color, and I had never used it before. It was in some stuff that I'd been given, and it was matte, and I didn't like it. So I covered it with the clear enamel too, and then I just hit some spots with the black again to kind of give it some dimension. So now we need to put some labels on these guys. And I had a little pouch of labels. What did I do with it? Oh, biscuits. Are they here? Okay, yes. So I have brown, but I'm thinking the black. And these were, I don't know, I was given these. I think they were from Temu, but I don't know. So let's just see. I'm thinking maybe the black ones will actually go better than the brown. So I'm gonna see. I think one of these round ones might work to write on. And then we can trim it. Yeah, so that one. Oh, I also have this guy. I do want to put on one of these as well on the bottle. It's a little piece of vellum. It has a little skull on it. I might just trim the skull out itself and put that on, but I kind of love this detail across the top. I'm not sure which one. Oh, I think it looks nice on that one actually. The green. Okay, well, one of them is going to get that as well. And then we're going to write on these little labels and get them going. If I can find what I'm looking for. So this one maybe, no. Oh, here's like a plain, more plain one. We'll use this one, I think, maybe. Oh, this one's cool. Let's use this one. That one looks nice. Probably should have looked at these prior, but I didn't. I don't really know what's in here. This one could be cool. That one. So I just want to have some interest on these. So I'm going to just pull a couple, and then we're going to write on these to make them look more like the labels that we were going for. That's kind of a fun one. Here's one. Actually, this is nice. That's a good one. This one. Okay, so we got some options. Oh, I see another round, small round. Oh, it just says number 5 on it. Okay, well, let's just go from there and see what we can do with these guys. Because we definitely have some options here to see if we can make these look more like little apothecary bottles. And then I also have this little glass bottle. I'm thinking of making a charm on the page so we can also put a label on this guy as well. And then I don't know what I'm going to put in there, but we'll put something. They're kind of fun. This says fish on it. Weird. Okay. All right, let's see. What were my things I was thinking? I was thinking I had another sticker thing. I think it's too big. These claws. Yeah, let's see. I know this is kind of weird and not, it's kind of a little all over the place at the moment. I think when it comes together, it'll make more sense. I just want these claws from this. I'm going to trim it down some more. So bear with me. I know this is kind of weird and all over the place, but I promise you the magic will happen. Let's see. So kind of got this set here. Now we need to, I think this, I need one little thing on here yet so I can put the label on for what it is. Maybe like that or like that. I don't know. Okay, so I need to write on these, and I had an idea I was going to do. So I think this is fine. So it's inspiration, and then I feel like I should write something there, or we could put something there later. This is going to be, is this pen gonna look okay? I don't know. I wanted a really, will you work? Okay, let's, bone powder. Okay, bone powder. And inspiration, and we're gonna have claw dust. Yeah, bone powder, inspiration. Oh, whiskers, animal whiskers, because remember we're doing our Quirky cat or dog. Animal whiskers. I know my writing is not fantastic. It is what it is. Bone powder, animal whiskers. We have inspiration. I wish I had something that was typed for this one too, but I don't. Claw tincture, maybe? Claw, because we have bone powder. We need something else. Claw something. Claw. Powder. I think we will go tincture. Oh, I could have done extract or something like that too. So you probably should have written on these first, but I didn't. It's fine. Hopefully this will all make sense very soon once we get to the next step of the process here. And then I still need to figure out what I'm going to put in this bottle. I probably will just put some glitter or something in it and then seal it. Yeah. Okay, so there's our bottles done. And it looks like I've got crazy sun coming in here. I might have to stop for a little bit. All right, let's get this inked on here really quick, and then we'll put these in the pocket, and then this side is done. And then we have our Apothecary label portion of this prompt finished. It's morning here. It is not actually December 3rd when I am recording this, because I'm recording these ahead of time because December's busy, but I still wanted to do all the prompts and I still wanted to show you guys what I'm doing. So these are pre-recorded and will be released on the days that the prompts are coming in so that you can have things to watch in December. But we're gonna do a lot of them. I'm gonna try and do them all. That's my goal. I'm gonna try and do them all, record them all for you guys to see what we got going on. Okay, so now these are gonna be tucked into our little pockets. Animal whiskers, bone powder, and tincture of claw. Okay, so there's our little components that will be for the next portion of the situation here. So this side is essentially done. So now let's go ahead and, because I've already repunched the holes, we inked this. So this side is done. So now we're gonna go ahead and get this side going. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get this glued on here. So what I did was I cut and measured both sides so they would line up perfectly in my page. And then I made this piece, it's going to flip up. So this is going to be a flip. So this is all, we'll need to do something on here yet. This I painted with some matte black acrylic paint and then highlighted some areas, or I shouldn't say highlighted, darkened some areas a little bit. And there's going to be a reason why this is like this in a second, because this is the nice little area, a little spellcrafter's workroom, whatever, a little witchy house, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And so then we have ingredients, and they're going to be ingredients for a familiar. So this is going to go here. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and get this glued down really quick, and then I'm going to wait for the sun to change position here so that we can, I'll keep recording after a little bit. So I'll probably prep a few more things to try and make it go faster for later, but I want to get this part glued on here. And then we'll come back and we'll work on the next little step of this fun little page. Okay, so this is gonna get on here, lined up right with the edge and the bottom. Okay, move you. Just want to make sure it's got a good smoosh. And where's my, there it is. My little spreader here. Okay. That is our back side. It looks like that's pretty well lined up. I'm going to put a little weight on this while it dries so it stays nice and flat. And then we'll come back in a little bit when we have better light and not a funny glare and some weird shadow. And I'll pick up and tidy and we'll be back in a little minute. Okay, so moving on. We got some stuff happening. So this is what we left off with. And now we're going to go onto this page. So what I have done off camera is I rounded out these because of that 3-ring binder. We needed to give it some space. I also cut the other piece to make the little pocket down here for what we're going to make next, which is a little spell book. So I have some pages I already made. These were not double-sided, but I have made them double-sided, so they're a little bit warped and stuff, which is totally fine. But I think I like this as the front cover. Originally, I had this one, and it just wasn't doing it for me for some reason. Like that. I kind of like this vibe better for our page. So now we need to make like the little spell book. So I have some other stuff ready to go. So this is going to go on here like so, and maybe we'll jazz it up a little bit too. I need another page in here or two. And then this is our little sheet. That's going to be our little spell. So I don't know if I want to clip these in here and just have it be like a little folder. You still need to kind of think on that, because I do have a couple other pages. Like this page is fun, and maybe we'll use this instead of that other one because it's plain, and we'll just distress it, maybe tear it down just a little bit. And it's kind of got like some little bottles on here and stuff. So I think we will use this one. So even though I had prepped some of that stuff from earlier, I changed my mind. So although I wish I had more in these colors, although it's not matching our book as much, the rest of our journal, as much as I wish it to be. Let me look through my little papers here really quick. Maybe there's a different page I like better. That's not too bad. We could use down here maybe. So these were just some little cute paper kits that I got from somewhere. I don't know. I don't remember exactly where. That's kind of fun. That's too much. Maybe this one. Maybe this one? No, I kind of want more of the green. Do I have more of the green stashed over here? Or did I was tidying, so hopefully I didn't put it away. I think I did put it away. Darn it. It's that again. I kind of like the darker colors. The greens and browns and black. Okay, this could work. This one could work. Yeah, and we'll put that on the bottom. We'll use it like this, I think. Let's do it. Do it, because it's kind of a green tint. Or do I really want this? You know what? It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Let's just go with it. We'll make it match. It'll be great. All right, so we do need to tear this down a little bit, although I don't hate that. Let's ink it and see if we like it. All right, so we're gonna ink these bad boys. I need a scrappy of paper. What do I got for a scrap that's handy? Let's just use this. And let's do, should we do hickory smoke first? Let's try hickory smoke and see how it looks. To see if it will go with our vibe that we got going on here. Can always add some extra to it. So, oops, that's okay. That's okay too. So we want this to look worn and tattered anyway, so maybe this will help with all of that. like some crunchy folds. Okay, that's all right now. Maybe we'll hit it with a little bit of, let's do a little dark brown. Yeah, I kind of like that better than the... Yeah, I like it better. Okay. So, we'll put that out of the way then. This is just my little distress palette here, which ends up being my go-to a lot for stuff, which is fine. So then we're gonna do this one in here. So let's hit those edges really good. And I think I wanna do like this. I'm gonna quick bind this together. Nothing fancy. I'm not even measuring. Okay. Oh, or that the pages were right. Whew, good job. All right, so now we're gonna put this on the cover. I have got to get a new ink pad for this. It is just shredding. I'm just gonna ink this a little. Oh, I wanted to put a little something behind that. It's fine. It's okay. Now, we're going to have this here. I think that's where we want that. Or do we want it here? Okay, I'm gonna write this stuff on here quick before I put it in. Okay, so it says description, familiar, intent, spell to summon a familiar of your choosing. Date and time as needed. Needfuls, animal whiskers, bone powder, inspiration oil, claw tincture, and a bottled wish of your chosen familiar animal. An incantation. With these items, bring the animal to help me. And then result, one animal familiar. Okay, so this is where the bottles, so we had our ingredients. Our last bottle was wishes. And then I put on little pieces of paper. I put dog and cat. Now, this is going to go in our book. So this is just a little fun and kind of silly little thing I thought of. You'll see very soon what the animal will be revealed as. So I'm going to put this in here a little bit crooked. Like that, I think. Yeah. And then we're going to add a couple other little things in this little book. Okay, so that goes there. Now we have a little dog. So let's cut him out so he's like a little photo or a little wishing picture too. To him, or let's, you know what, let's kind of tear him. I think that'll be kind of fun. This is from a little book of dogs that I have. I thought it was just really fun for our little Quirky cat or dog. All right, so we're gonna do maybe a little smaller yet. Ooh, my stomach is growling. It's almost lunchtime. So let's do that. There, maybe. Yeah, let's ink this. Now, do I want to glue this in or make it, just clip it? I think a little paper clip would be kind of cute. Let me grab that. A couple little cute paper clips. Okay, let's put this right here. Like that. It's kind of fun. All right, so that one goes there. And then here's the other one that I thought would be fun to clip in here as well. Let's cut the edges with the fancy scissors here and cut it down just a touch. I'm gonna go right on this purple line. Okay. Yeah, and let's do that up there. So let's go ahead and ink this edge too. I'm gonna do the back as well. So and then I can always put some like cute, if I find a cute little charm or something else, we can always stick those on here too, but I think that's cute and fun. And then we have room back here for some other stuff. Do I have anything handy that might look interesting in here? I don't know. Well, we have a blank spot, so I can always add something later if I think of it. Okay, so that is done. Okay, so then this is gonna go in here. Like that, okay? And next, we need to reveal what the spell has brought. And I forgot to add something on here. So I added this because I forgot this was kind of a crucial thing. This says extinct bone powder. So now we're going to go into this side and we are going to make the mess that our little familiar has caused. That's why this looks like this. I wanted it to look like this little critter that was summoned destroyed our little house. So I have some pieces that I cut out already, and we're gonna just kind of make a little mess here. I've got little bits to kind of put around. They were the stuff that was on the shelves. And I'm going to shred some paper and put some little paper schnibbles down here. I think basically what I'm going to do is, I don't know. I just want it to make it look like it's messy. So I'm going to put some glue down, and then we're just going to start sticking stuff like we made a mess. Oop, I don't want to go past that. Okay. Okay, so we're going to have some little pieces of shredded paper. Like, yeah, we're a naughty little creature and got into the books and wrecked them. And like a little messed up little basket. That. And some books on the floor. Like that. Book on the floor. And some more books piled up. And maybe some little scraps of fabric. Like we just caused a bunch of grief. Maybe more like that. That could be good. Since I have some yellow, let's go ahead. So that's fun down there. I'm kind of happy with that. Here's our little lid from one of our baskets. So let's go ahead. You know what we need? This is gonna be fun. I wonder. Let's make it look like it's spilled and it's dribbling with some glitter glue, since we got magic happening. This could be a really bad idea. It could be a really great idea. I don't know. So I'm gonna do it from up here and make it look like it dribbled off like that. Probably should have made it look like it landed on stuff, but I don't know. And that doesn't look like it's much of glitter in there, but we'll see. Because I think this separated. Oh, I didn't shake it enough. Oh, biscuits. So you know what we'll do? We'll add some green. I might have just caused a bad mess, but I don't know. Because there was no glitter in that, and I wanted it to kind of look like a magical spill. So I'm just mixing the glitter into that weird liquidy stuff. This is going to take some time to dry for sure. So make it look like it was from this one, maybe, that it fell out of this. One of those baskets that was up there. Drip there, drip there. All right, now we're gonna do something. I don't know. We got some more stuff to put here and there. So we could, I probably should have fastened some of these down on these shelves first. Since that's glitter glue, let's just stick it in there. I should have inked that. Okay. Can always add a little more later. Here's another little pot that tipped over. So we're making the mess. Making the mess. Or, oh, here, let's do that. That's cool. Let's do that right there. Boy, oops. I'm making a mess too, it appears. That looks good. I like that. I dig it. Now, what else do we have left? I got a couple more little books here and there. Let's get these guys somewhere. Okay, I think we just need to let it be now. Let's see if we need to come back and change anything. I'm happiest with this. I'm interested to see how this spill is going to look when it dries. So let's work on this side then for the moment, because here's the reveal. Well, first, okay, so I'm thinking make this page a collage-y mess right now too. And I have a bunch of book scraps. So I'm just going to quickly get these on here. No rhyme or reason. I'm just going to collage this and to kind of frame out a little bit. So I'm just going to stick very quickly some bits and pieces on here. Now I'm going to let this dry and we'll come back to that. So this is going to be off to the side drying. And now, okay, I'm gonna keep this closed for now. So I'm gonna put this on here. It says choose your words carefully, and I know it says for they define who you are. I only want this part because it has to do with our spell. So because there's a couple of things in the spell and in the ingredients that were not followed appropriately. So choose your words carefully. And I think that applies to other things too. Just saying. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and this is gonna go here. But let's go ahead and make this, use this fancy ivy on the bottom. Why not? We have it, we might as well use it, right? Okay, so that can go there. Okay, and then that's gonna go up there. So let's hit this with a little ink. Relax. Actually, I thought I had a stamp set out. Yes, I did. First, I'm gonna put some splatter things on here. Some like, make some marks on here a little. Now I think we can go ahead and get that glued on, but I need to ink the inside, but then that'll be the last thing and we'll be done. So I will reveal what the animal was. This is a thylacine. It's a Tasmanian tiger. I thought this was funny because I think this is definitely a quirky cat or dog because it's neither. But it's kind of a little bit like both, even though it's a marsupial. I think it's hilarious. Not everybody might, but so a couple of things why choose your words carefully. So in the little spell, there was something. So bone powder, but this says extinct on it. So make sure you read your labels so you get the right ingredient. And the other thing, it said the wish, and they put two things in here. So they put dog and cat. So of course this spell is not going to work regardless. So accidentally called forth as their new familiar, a thylacine that has now destroyed their home because it is not a domesticated animal. Oh, look, I found a little thing to add on here. Let's put you on here quick. So I hope you guys think it's funny. I hope you appreciate my humor. If you don't, it's okay. But that was what I thought of when I was like a quirky cat or dog, and I couldn't think of something, and I couldn't think of something. And then I thought of that, and also it's like one of my favorite animals that's ever existed. They were such a cool thing. And humans do what we do, unfortunately, and that is why they ended. So, extinct animal. That is what happened. Let's put this maybe here. that works. Let's do it right there. Okay, we're gonna see how this looks. Oh no, that book, man, that book just does not want to stay on there, does it? Stuck to my finger again. I really hope it stays now. Stay. Stay there. That is glitter glue. You're supposed to be sticking. I guess it's stickles. It's not exactly glue. But there. If I stop touching it, maybe that'll be all right. Okay, so we got to ink the edges of our friendly little thylacine. So this picture that I have, that I'm using here, I will show you what book it's from. I absolutely love the artwork in this book that I got at a secondhand shop. And I really wanted, this is the first chance I've gotten to use something in it. I don't want to wreck the book, and normally I cut things out and use them that way. But I really love this book, but I also really love the artwork in it, which is why I decided to do it this way. And this is too wet for this. I need to use glue stick. Too wet. I don't want it to warp the page after all of the work that we've been doing here. So let's go ahead and just get you down like so. And this will stick just fine. I also think, of course, I like extra meaning to things too. So, of course, choosing your words carefully is very important, especially in this day and age. So, I think everybody can appreciate that words have power and words have meaning, and we need to use them appropriately. Okay, so there's that fun little thylacine. I might write something here, I don't know yet, but that's our little story in a nutshell for this page. I will probably shoot one more quick little video to show what it looks like when it's all finished. And then we'll be done. So we're gonna let this dry and I'll come back. Okay, here's our finished product, all done. So maybe I'll zoom in just a little bit. There we go. So we have all of our little bottles. So claw tincture, inspiration oil, animal whiskers, and extinct bone powder. So those are all tucked in here, and they can be rearranged, and technically they're tags we could write on. So then on this side, so here's the dangle, wishes, and then our two little pieces of paper that say dog and cat. And this is what holds this page kind of down. So we can set that aside. And then here's our little cute little book with our summon a familiar. And then the wishes, kind of hopes, a dog, a cat, and then some writing space. And then that gets tucked into this little pocket down here. And then this little finished portion here. So our destroyed living room, work area. Choose your words carefully. And the thing that was summoned, a thylacine. And I think this turned out really great. I am tickled with everything and my funny little story that I have going on in my head about Effie or whoever is the person that has this house, and they wanted a familiar, and that's what they got. And I just wanted to show you guys quick the book where this came from. So this is the book, A Gap in Nature. I might have to zoom out a little bit. Whoop, wrong way. There we go. A Gap in Nature, Discovering the World's Extinct Animals by Tim Flannery and Peter Schoten. And this is fantastic. The artwork in this book is amazing. It's so beautiful. These are, of course, all extinct animals. So I need to get to our little friend here. I think it's back this way. I had it marked, then of course when I picked up the book I lost the page. Almost there. Okay, so here is the thylacine. It talks about the thylacine. Went extinct in 1936, and this is the gorgeous, gorgeous 2-page spread in this book, and I photocopied it to put into my journal. I just absolutely love the artwork. This painting is beautiful, and yeah, I'm very inspired by it. It's one of my favorite animals. I'm glad I had a chance to finally use it in something. So something to think about if you have those great images and you really want to use them, but you don't want to destroy the book, make a photocopy for yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not against copyright as long as you're not like selling it and reproducing it. You can do it for yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. So it's totally fine because it's your book. You can do with whatever you want. And I want to put it in here as a fun thing. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it didn't get too long. I'll see what happens when I get into my editing mode. And so there we go. We got one more under our belt for Dephemerember. So next, Snippet Roll and Woven Flowers for prompt number 4, coming out December 5th. So that'll be the next one that I'm working on. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and of course, don't forget, art with your heart. You guys have a great day.